Good evening, Greenhorns, and welcome to the Road to Wrestling School, the HOV to the HOP, brother. HOP standing for the House of Pain Superior Pro Wrestling Training Center in beautiful downtown Hagerstown, Maryland. I'm Hamish Stewart. Beside me is no one for this podcast. The reason for that is that I'm flying solo this podcast, and you're just going to have to listen and love the dulcet tones of Hamish Stewart. So, how you doing, Hamish? I'm doing great. How's your week been? It's been a little rough. Not getting a lot of good sleep, so not building a lot of muscle. That sucks. Yeah, I know. But you know what? Every once in a while, you got a week like this, and you make it up next week. Today is Saturday, July 8th. I am on my way to the House of Pain, not to do training, but to do a house show, which is one of my favorite things to do because there is pressure to perform, but there's not like this overarching, crushing pressure of like, bring in the people, perform, give them a great show. This is a freebie, and it's a training show. So it's run like a training show. We've talked about this before, and our illustrious trainer and 30-year vet, John Rambo, whoa, what the heck? Passing by, oh, man, nasty accident here. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. There was a car on the shoulder, and that had stopped. And there's a shrubbery in the middle of the highway here. And then there was a car all the way across the median, or right, not in the median, all the way across the shrubbery, hit that, Jersey wall. It's not a Jersey wall, but it's a metal guardrail. It stops you from crossing to the other side of the highway. Man, she crushed that. Oh, she's all right, though. She was in the car talking. So, and there was a state trooper on the other side. So I didn't stop the podcast to call because law enforcement is already on the case. Anyway, so back to our illustrious trainer, John Rambo, 30-year vet, all-around awesome guy. He will run this like a show, but it's a training show. Whereas he stops, he critiques the workers, he gives you tips and pointers between every match, and it is stupendous. You can't ask for anything better. This is a hotbed of training if you've ever seen one for doing regular shows. And it's really great. I'm going to work singles tonight, obviously, unless I'm paired up in a mixed tag team. We'll see what'll happen. Who knows? Just like when you walk into any wrestling event, wrestling show, you never really know what's going to happen because cards subject to change. So you never know. I mean, I could walk in, could be tournament style, could walk in all tags, could walk in, who knows? Who knows what it is? But I'm excited because I like to wrestle. And when you wrestle, when you do something, you get better at it. Still working on those 10,000 hours to gain mastery at this. I don't think I'll ever gain mastery, but every time I get better and better. So, and I'll write down in my book, my little journal, what happened tonight, so I can build off of it later. Yes. Back to, so the HOV to the HOP. Oh, how you doing, Hamish? Oh, yeah, working out. If I didn't have to film something for video, I got a whole nother YouTube channel that I do, and a whole nother YouTube thing that I'm kind of cooking up, because I like to do fitness stuff, I like to do workout stuff. I got a lot of that going on, so I'm kind of working out a few different angles on YouTube. So I'm going to film something next month, and I'm going to film something in which I got to have my shirt off, I got to look tight, I got to look good. So I was thinking about increasing my calories, but I don't want to do that until I do the filming. We're going to film it, and I'm gonna dry out before, and which will suck. I'll have a headache. I'll be just so miserable. It'll be pretty horrible. But nonetheless, I'm gonna dry out, get myself ready, and be shipshape, Bristol fashion, looking good for that filming. Bing. And after that, then I'm gonna reward myself with a total cheat day, which will be a day in which I eat whatever the hell I want, and as much as I want. Yesterday, was pretty spectacular for me. Tres Leche, as you'll recall, is one of my top 3 favorite things to eat in the entire universe. It's one of the reasons we know there's a God, and that God wants us to be happy. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday it was. I got up super early. I have the ability to telework on Friday, which is awful nice. So I got up super early, went in, did a little bit of work for my other company, and then came back home to my home gym and broke out a nice 50-minute workout where I tried to catch up on a few things that I had lost out through the week. So, like I said, this week was kind of tough for me in terms of getting workouts in and doing everything I needed to do. So it was easy and good for me to catch up on those at home. So I didn't do as much as I'd like to do for each muscle group on that catch-up workout, but I got enough in and it felt good, and I was happy with it. And then I ate a piece of Tres Leche cake for breakfast. Suck it. That's what I did. Also, you eat it early in the morning. That's good. You got the chance to burn that off. And then you can work your macros in around it. That's all right. That's pretty cool. But you're not here to listen to macros and talk about fitness. No, sir, Bob. You're here to talk about wrestling? Sure. A podcast that I had to lose because of audio, to which I think I fixed. I'm going to try to fix... You know what? Just to be double sure, this is exactly what I need while driving 1,000,000 miles an hour. I need to do this. Try to tape this stupid thing up. See, I keep losing it, so I don't want it to bang around and make this noise. So, get this little, whoa, snap! High quality, high tech podcast here. Got it! Alright, now, whoa! Holy Hannah. God, this is Exhibit A, officer, of why this man is unfit for anything. My boss at my regular job, my shoot job, he will call me unsafe at any speed. That is Mike Martin. Oh! Kayfabe that name! Hashtag Hamish is unsafe at any speed. Anywho, you know what? I'm going to beep that out. I'm going to beep that out so nobody can hear that, because I'm the only one here. Anyway, so let's talk about the art of the promo. We've talked about it before, but I want to go in depth. I want to dive deep into the promo and talk a little bit more about it that you should do. Now listen, Greenhorns, any chance you get, you do a promo. You do a promo for your match, you do a promo for next week, you do a promo for whatever. You cut a promo in the car. Cut it in the car. Get excited. Make it happen. That's what you want to do. You want to show these people. You want to vary your cadence, vary your speed. It's called a promo because you're promoting what you're doing next, or the next thing that you're coming up to, or the next match you're going to do, or the next whatever it is you're doing. You are promoting it. Promo. Now, let's take a step back before I get too deep. The word promo is used in professional wrestling much like the word gimmick. Gimmick is used for everything, right? Is that better or worse? I think it's worse. I think that's worse. Anyway, I was fiddling with the sun visor here. You people who just listen on the podcast, you watch the video, you'll see me fiddle around with the visor. Anyway, so, right, you're promo, just like the word gimmick. Gimmick is used for everything. Hey, give me that gimmick. That's a nice looking gimmick. Your gimmick looks sweet. What gimmick do you do? Oh, that's the gimmick that I use. Give me that gimmick to hit you with. Gimmick is for everything. Oh, do you sell that gimmick? Oh, look at all that gimmick you got for sale. Man, it's like the F word in pro wrestling. Gimmick is for everything. Gimmick this, gimmick that. Promo is pretty much the same. You know, there's backstage vignettes, there's backstage sketches, there's backstage everything. There's in-ring sketches, in-ring vignettes, but they are all called promos. Vignette is a word that normally means a short segment. Promo is just what it means. It's a promotion. You're promoting what you're doing. In the context that I'm going to use it in, promo is to mean anytime you are talking about your match, your opponent, whatever it is, you're talking into a camera, talking into a microphone. That's going to be a promo for me. This is not the 1980s, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be taking 80s wrestling style and 80s, stealing from 80s wrestlers or 80s style. It's there to take. What's old is new, what's new is old. So, let me tell you something, brother! That's still something that can be used. You can still use that for comedy, you can still use it for effect, use it for anything. You can also use the Jake the Snake style promo, slow, brooding, thinking man's promo. You can dig down deep into Ric Flair promos to where even him in Dusty and Mid-South, where they don't even know I love Ric Flair. Ric Flair just tear his shirt off at any moment. I don't know why he's tearing his shirt. Is he just like, I'm ready to fight? He's in like trousers. He looks good. Like he's like in a dress suit, trousers. And he's like, here comes, this shirt's coming off. Woo! And he's wooing his way through it. And he's pumping himself up, doing all that stuff. You can still use that too. I mean, so normally folks, who live in the real world, they don't talk like that. They don't do that. Normal people don't get in fights. They just don't. Professional wrestlers fight every night. Every time they're on TV, you are fighting. It's simulated combat. It's also a show. People know kayfabe is broken. People know that this is a show. Give them that show. There's a part of it that's showmanship. Now look, here's some real simple tips if you're going to do a promo, okay? One, if you're filming it yourself, please, please, please film it in some place that looks like you should be filming a promo. Not like in your closet, not like at a booth at a Denny's, not like in your car like I'm doing right here. Nobody's going to take that promo seriously. That's ridiculous. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Go in front of a brick wall. Something that enhances your gimmick. Something that enhances your look, your style. Use that. If you have a backdrop for the promotion you work for, get in front of the goddamn backdrop. Use it. Because that helps people associate what promotion you're working with. It's not, there's a lot of deer in that field. That helps. Remember, you're trying to sell an image here. You're trying to brand yourself for something. Just got the weirdest text message. Whatevs. Anyway, so, you're trying to brand yourself. You're trying to make an image out of it. You're trying to make something of this. People don't know who you are. Nobody knows who you are. Your mama knows who you are. Your friends know who you are if you're lucky about that. And that's it. Go from there. The fans don't know who you are. They got to know who you are from minute one. You've got to connect with them and have that affect, that something there that they can go, oh, that guy's a jerk. Oh, that guy's a nice guy. Oh, that guy's something. That guy's something. Whatever. You got that girl's this and guy's that. You got to be able to do that. Now, in the promo, here's something you don't want to do. Don't bury your opponent. If I'm going to wrestle somebody and I'm going to talk about how much they suck and how better I am than they are and how I'm just going to beat them into the sand and all that kind of stuff and eat your vitamins, say your prayers, because here comes Hulkamania. Guess what? Who did I beat if I beat him? Nobody. I beat a nobody. I just said I'm going to beat a nobody, and guess what I did? I beat a nobody. Don't do that. Find something that is dangerous about that person. Find something about that person that enhances their gimmick. So you can help that person out. You can put your opponent over and then put yourself over as well. I'm going to wrestle against Crush the Annihilator tonight. Man, that Crush is jacked up. Have you seen his muscles? He's a tough guy. But you know what he don't have? He don't have one brain cell. He's got 55,000 muscles and 0 brain cells. That's how I'm going to beat him. I'm going to dismantle Crush. I'm going to take him down, and I'm going to use all those muscles against him. Tonight, Crush is going to meet his match in the mind. Woo! Hamish out. Look, I didn't bury my opponent. I built him up. Let everybody know his name. Let everybody know my name. Here we go. Promo 102. Put over your promotion. People don't want to come to a place that they think is lame. I don't want to come to any place that I think is lame. That might be a good place to put stuff. Anyway, a little advertisement there. So, if you're going out to like a movie, and you're going to go see a movie, and everybody says, that movie's lame, this is a stupid movie, I never see a movie. You don't go see that movie. But if you do want to see that movie and you're caught seeing a lame movie, even though you like it, you're going to be perceived as lame. People don't want that. They want to go to the coolest places ever. You just walked in. My opponent is walking himself into the House of Pain, the premier training center, the place everybody fights to get into. But you know who's got a spot? One spot that he's the best at? Hamish Stewart. He's got his spot cemented at the House of Pain. I'll be in the Hall of Fame one day. My opponent, if he works hard enough, he might be able to make it there. But not tonight. He's wrestling against Mr. Match of the Night, Hamish Stewart. And tonight, he's going to learn why I'm Mr. Match of the Night. Ba-da-bam, Hamish out. Put over your promotion. Now, these are just right off the cuff. I'm not like, and I'm not giving a lot of time to do. I'm just kind of spitballing them. So, there might be a little overlap. There might be a little bit. That's okay. Sell the intent of it. Just like pro wrestling. If you mess up a move, nobody's going to know if the intent is still there. If I give somebody a pillowy stomp, nobody's going to know if they're only going to know if I give the intent and it looks like crap. If I give full intent, full facials, full vocalization, and I'm coming through them, oh snap. Okay, good. Woo! I'm going 75, and it's a 70, so I'm fine. Thought that was a cop. By the way, if a cop pulled me over, you'd see it on the podcast. I'd keep it on there. Just for you. Hopefully I wouldn't get whooped up. I got Wappy Bappy back there. We'd have a baton fight. And that'd be messed up, wouldn't it? That would be messed up. Cops got a tough job. You can't take that away from them. Cops got a real tough job. So, let's not baton fight with the cops. Not tonight. So back to promoing. Promoing 103. If you know the next event, and you know you're going to wrestle in it, or you think you're going to wrestle in it, or you know there's going to be the date of the next event, put that event over too. Work it in there if you can. It reinforces when the next event is coming and helps the fans know, hey, it's time to go to it. So, all right, here we go. What do you say about that, Hamish Stewart? This is what I say about this. Crush the Annihilator? He's a tough guy. This guy's strong. I've seen his muscles. I've seen his workout routine. He can lift. I've seen him bench 300 pounds. But you know what? That doesn't help anybody in the ring against Hamish Stewart. I have trained at the House of Pain. I've been in all their house shows here. These are the toughest shows you'll ever be in and the toughest ones you'll ever see. The toughest opponents come through this place, and they are built here, and they are trained here, and they come out tough. Now, I'm going to whoop him up. I'm going to do whatever it takes to beat him down. I'm using my mind over his muscles. But if in the case he doesn't, if in the case he comes over, you know what's happening? Next month, he's coming back. And you know who will be here? Saturday, August 25th, Hamish Stewart. And I never forget who I wrestle. I never forget if I lost, and I never forget how I lost. So I always improve. And if that's not the case, Wappy Bappy's here to even the score. Watch your back tonight, Crush. Hamish is coming. So, maybe not as artfully as I could have done, but I put over Crush, put over the promotion, put over myself, and I wrapped in when the next show is going to be. August 25th. If I lose, guess what? I'm coming back for you, Crush. I'm going to kick your butt. That's how I do it. I got a little lost in the middle there, but that's fine. Got a little lost, keep it up. Keep running, whatever it is. People will forgive you. As long as there's not dead air time. As long as you're selling that intent, oh man, I want to kill this guy so bad, let me in the ring, what I'm going to do, or whatever it is your thing is. If you're brooding and thinking, and boom, you got your gimmick here with you, bop, 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 I'm going to hit him with Wappy Bappy so hard his mama will cry. Any of that stuff. There you go. You've got that base for it. Then, let it go. Let yourself go. Also, don't swear. Let's just put that out there. Don't swear in your promo. Kids are cash machines. We've said that before. Don't scare the kids away from the promotion. You don't want to do that. You want kids there. They buy the gimmick. And if you're lucky enough to buy your gimmick. So yeah. So promos. They're used to promote what you're doing. If you have something that you do in the ring, or you want to, you might not be able to get it across this time. If you're a submissions expert, talk about your submissions. Make that a thing. Give yourself a nickname. Mr. Match of the Night, Mrs. Match of the Night. Anything. Hamish Stewart, the one-man Scottish bar fight. That evokes a thought, an image. Talk in those images. Talk in those images. Paint that picture in their head. Tonight, Crush the Annihilator is going to get in the ring with a certified anaconda. A guy who will crush his bones, who will make him submit under the crushing power of the way that I manipulate the human body and make his muscles ache. I will twist him up like a pretzel. It does get a little melodramatic, but you get it. You get the idea. Sell the picture of what you're going to do. That helps people kind of build that in their mind. Also, and this is the flip side of that, you don't have to sell so much of the picture. I'm going to wipe his face on the mat. Then I'm going to give him an arm wringer. Then, after that arm wringer, he's taking an arm drag, and I'm going to make him scream. No. I'm going to tear him from limb and make him cry from all the pain I put him through. You know what I can do. You've seen my submission prowess. Now it's time for Crush to find out. The different angles at it. Play with the different speed, tempo, and cadence of your voice. You don't want to be talking like this through your entire promo. If you do that, that sounds bad, and then people will check out really quick. Nobody wants to hear that. Slow it down, just like a wrestling match. just like a match. Shine, heat, comeback, finish. You're going to shine on some. You get some. Let the face shine on. You're going to shine them up. Give them a nice polish there. You're going to heat all over them with how much you are awesome and how much you're going to kill them. Get that comeback in there, and then this is what's going to happen. And then boom, he'll never walk again. Finish. Walk out. Stay strong. Make it happen. Make that promo and make it organic. That's the number one thing. There are a lot of guys out there that are trying too hard to be clever, to be funny, to be whatever. Speak from the heart. Think about what your opponent is. Think about what they can do. And then think about actually fighting them. You're actually going to fight some. If I knew I was going to fight somebody, Colin McGregor is like one of the top guys at cutting promos, and he's an MMA fighter. He's not a promo guy, but he gets it. He understands what you have to do to sell tickets, to promote the next thing he's doing. Floyd Mayweather and McGregor together. These guys are promo machines. They are going to sell. This will be the highest rated MMA fight, promo, MMA, whatever, in history. I'm saying it right now. So remember that. In-ring promo. Work off the crowd. Remember, work off the crowd. Don't let the crowd prompt you. You are the ringmaster. You are the wrestler. You are the performer. Bait them in. Get them to say things to you that you want them to say. Real easy shorthand. I am not a chicken. Tell them what you're not. They will yell it back at you. He's a chicken! Those things are what people respond to. Insult them, but not directly. Insult them by saying, you guys support the wrestler that I'm. You guys, Crush the Annihilator is your guy. I know he is, and he is the number one guy for you because he fits right in with you toothless rednecks. You idiots. You know, so I did go right at them, but no, he fits right in with you guys. He's an idiot. He's a toothless redneck. He's stupid. I see what you see in him. He reminds you of yourself. Twist it back on the crowd. Use it against them. Use what you can. Bring in, remember, just like they say on the Glow, this Netflix Glow thing, Primo, on the trailer for Glow. I hope I'm going the right way. Oh, I am. Good. I got scared there. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to be even later than Anyway, wrestling is about types. One type is a stereotype. We don't want to be stereotypical, but stereotyping is just out there. It just is. Wrestling crowds, as much as I want them to be Shakespeare crowds, they're not. Remember, these people are coming to this for a reason. This is what they like. This is what they want. Give it to them. Give them what they like. Give them what they want. They like types, archetypes. So remember, hero, villain, face, heel. Be the heel. Make people not dislike you. But don't by doing it by building that cheap heat. You're fat, you're stupid, you're toothless. Do it by building it through talking about things that they're not, that you are. You people, and especially all the other wrestlers in the back, couldn't hold a candle to me. I am everything you are not. I am smart. I am famous at what I do. I am accomplished. What have they done back there? Done nothing. Pay your ticket and sit down. You don't need to go directly at them, but bring them in. Give them a reason to not like you or to like you. You don't need to heel promo the whole time. If you're a face, you definitely want to connect with the crowd. You good people here of Hagerstown, Maryland, you came a long way. You sacrificed time with your family to see a good show, and we're going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to take on my opponent, Crush the Annihilator. He is a nasty guy, and you've seen him before. That's right. We should boo him now, before he even comes out. Boo. God, what a horrible guy. He's the worst. I'm going to show you why you can still believe in good people. I'm going to show you why you can still believe that truth, honesty will win. Because I am just like you. I believe in that. And I'm going to show this guy he needs to shut his mouth and learn that truth and justice still win out. I got a little melodramatic as well. You get it. You get the idea. So look, folks, we've gone to the half an hour mark here. I don't want to go too much longer because half an hour is kind of the sweet spot of the podcast. Makes it easy. I'm going to tap out. I'm hashtag Hamish Stewart. I'm tapping out for Grizzly Duncan McBain, my tag team partner. It is 6 o'clock. I'm still about 20 minutes away from the old House of Pain. Which is situated in beautiful downtown Hagerstown, Maryland. Hey, look, greenhorns. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe this podcast if you can. I'd prefer it if you give us a favorable rating. Maybe I'll put in a little ding sound effect there. I'd also prefer if you could spread the word and send this podcast out to your friends, family, all that kind of fun stuff. If you go to the Podbean, I'll put the link up here. You go to Podbean and buy anything from our wonderful sponsors. We have Amazon, FYE, Carnivore Club, and there's a gazillion of them. If you click on it, you're supporting the show. Because you click on it, you buy something from it, we get a little kickback. That's really helpful for us. Second thing is, you can become a Patreon. Another link there somewhere. Give $1, give $2, $5 a month for the show. That really helps out. You probably are seeing this sweet, sweet logo. Those Patreon donations helped us create and make this logo. So thank you, Patreon people. You also get the pre-show for free. You get it for your Patreon donation, regardless of that. And we might pump out a t-shirt or two to you throughout the year. So there's that. Anyway, keep the faith, greenhorns and greenhorn heads. Not just greenhorns. We don't need to sexualize greenhorn heads. You don't need a roll on that one. I'll see you down the road and in the ring.